Repat Nation, Peter here, you there. Welcome aboard. So the last time I was on here, which was yesterday, I was talking about striking out on my own, about picking myself up by the bootstraps and mentally, for now, get myself in a position to come up with a source of income because I'm not working right now. And to leverage my technology skills. I'm a technology practitioner. I develop software systems. I architect platforms. That's what I do. So instead of having all that go to waste in terms of what I did for years for other people, for companies, for enterprises, small and large, having done that for all that time, well, how about I put that effort and energy and skill set into charting my own course? So here we are. So now I'm resigned to do that. And sure, but then the question comes up, what do you do? If I start a company, sure, that's the easy part. Then how do you get customers and clients and all of that to begin to feed that pipeline, which is the harder part? So what I've come up with is an idea that can begin to get revenue in there. And this is not overnight. Let me make that clear. It is not going to be overnight. But come up with a platform that can get revenue going and all that good stuff. So a couple of ideas I had floating around in my head was a platform to a marketplace to connect allied health professionals with their clients. The other one I couldn't remember was another marketplace which connects contractors with the jobs that they're going to. And this came from a writer of mine weeks and weeks ago. We were talking as we were going along, and he was frustrated because he didn't have a means to get his equipment to the site. And he'd be like, wouldn't it be great if there was a platform out there that could allow him to connect with a vehicle owner who has, a cargo van where he can chuck small work items, work equipment into the back of the van, maybe put a ladder or two onto the roof rack so he can get to the site. So pretty much think of an Uber, but for work contractors. So that got me thinking because, again, my gears are always turning. That's also a mobile app I could develop to target that market. The other thing I thought of was a load board for the Jamaican market. And after thinking it through, the only one I'm going to plan on going with right now is the Allied Mobile Professional, Health Professional, that marketplace. Because the other ones are, I don't know enough about Jamaica and how it all comes together in terms of the trucking industry. I'm not going to go there in that one. The other platform, from what I can see right now, insurance issues and making it all work to come together in that regard is going to be a problem as well. In this country, liability is key. So the lowest hanging fruit I can think of right now is the marketplace for the allied health professional. So I'm going to drive a stake in the ground and begin to formulate an application around that, mobile app and web app. They have to work together, and begin noodling through that. I've already started to stub out the code in what I think will work, and I'm going down that path. So the question then you're probably asking is, okay, how does all of this come together now to get me to repatriate back to Jamaica? Because I think I'm getting lost in the forest for the trees. And I'm thinking it through as I'm saying it. In order for me to repatriate, it's going to take financial resources. As it stands right now, I have no concrete connections in Jamaica. My mom died well over 5 years ago. I was her only child. So I have no concrete familial connection there. Distant cousins and all that, fine. I have nowhere to live. I can't walk into anywhere there and say, this is my house, this is my apartment. I don't have that. So for me to just uproot here from the United States and go to Jamaica, I'm pretty much going to be checking into a hotel for however long that is to get myself situated. All of that to get back there and to begin to reconnect with Jamaica, if you will. It's going to take a time and more so money. So if I don't have the money, I can't do it. But here I am now, I'm not working. So I'm taking the long, circuitous route to develop a platform here, put it on the market here in the U.S., get that going, and then that will fund everything downstream. I can't tell you it's going to be a week, a month, a year, 5 years. I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. From what I can see to there. From here to there. But the overall goal is to get to the point financially where I can repatriate and move back to Jamaica. Because I'm done here. I'm good. It's over for me in terms of living here. I'm done. My kids are grown and gone. I'm good. So with that, I'm now left to begin to do the heavy lifting in terms of developing this platform and to go from there. So the connection is, I need a source of income. I'm going to do it myself. Get that going, predicated on the divine intervention. That goes without saying. God's willing, it'll get done. Okay. Now, with that, I can then have that income stream coming in, which will then get me to repatriate and to begin the next chapter of my life. Whatever that chapter is, I don't know. I am not going to, bog myself down with thinking just what am I going to do in Jamaica. Don't know that yet. Too far out to think about it. I'm just going to have the means to go and just go. In terms of everything else that's going on, the challenge right now is, what can I do to move that process along? And I'm doing as much as I can to move that process along. I'm doing as much as I can go with whatever resources that I have. I've got my laptop, I've got my mind. And those are the two tools that I have right now that I can work with. What's going to happen tomorrow and the next day and so on, I'm not going to think about it and stress that too much. I'm just working with it. So, I'm saying all of that to say that the repatriation journey is going to be a daunting one for me from where I can see right now. I'm going to do as much as I can do and just go from there. So really, that's where I am for now. Thought about what I need to do, and I'm going to just go after it. And how the puzzle will come together, I have no idea. It is just one foot in front of the other. Until I reconnect again with you, this is Peter. Y'all have a good one.